Hello, it's Mike from the FXPivotPoint.com, heading into the last week of July. Last week the system was 6 for 6 or something like that. If you traded it, you had a solid week. And this week it's 2 for 2. Not a bad way to start. We can see the pivot. Where's my tool? Oh, the struggles. Fucking tool. Where is it? There it is. Alright, so we start the week. You can see right here. And it's the pivot point painted. And look where it's held above the entire week. I mean the entire week. Yeah, the entire week is one day. But yeah, it's held the entire week above the pivot point. Alright, that should have been an easy buy if you were trading this. Most people, I don't trade the start of the week. But if you do, this behavior, the bullishness after the ridiculousness of the stress test should have told you something. Should have told you that the market doesn't want to go down, and if it doesn't want to go down, it's going up. Alright, so here's a pivot point. You should have been buying off this point, as the system says. Here again, this would have been a nice buy. You probably could not have got into this unless you were sitting right on it because of how fast it was. Unless you were buying here or something, you probably didn't get this, which is fine. You could have bought there, or at the pivot point. All right. A lot of these, sometimes this is late. If this candle you shouldn't have taken. All right. Would have been hard to get into this one, this signal. But most of you, because I go over pivot points as often as I go over these system trades, should have seen that once it touches this and pulls up, that's a buy. I'd have been buying right here, easy, with my stop down here. Easy, a 30, 45, 50 pip stop. Never would have touched it. And then you see this candle in this red, and it's just time to get out. Once you're up here and you see you've got your 30 pips and you see this nonsense, it's just time to leave because there's not a lot going on, and you would have made your money for the week. You would have made your money here. You would have made your money here. And that's it for that. Let's go over and take a look at last week. Let's kill this. Last week, look at that. Boink. Never would have touched. Stayed below the entire day until the news. Either way, you would have been out with your money. There, you've been out with your money. There, yeah, we've gotten over that. I'm not going to belabor that point. Now, if we take a longer term look at this, ooh, look who made those big ass bars. Either way, this is my little tool. Can I? Let's knock that down a little bit. Now we're talking. Whew, those bars before were massive, weren't they? All right, so we take a look at. We definitely got a serious retrace, but look, we've got the market thinking. We've got the market thinking right here that this indecision may be signaling that this little retrace is over and those stress tests are a joke. All right, we said a while ago, 4 videos ago, if you'd like to go check, right here I drew a line, and I said maybe we go to here before we head back down. And you can go check if you want to see if I did. You will find that I did. And this isn't magic. This was this area right here was previous. You can see for a little while was previous support. So now, if it does get up here, it will think a little bit unless it's something serious happens, which I don't see on the horizon. I see this thing falling back down. But support becomes resistance. All right, so support will become resistance if we get here. And it looks like it doesn't want to get there. So let's see what the news brings this week. It'll be interesting. But definitely, if we just look, and we've got some serious bullishness going on. That's bullish. All right. So look for any news that the market can piggyback on to take this thing up beyond the 3100 level, and then you'll get serious resistance right here. All right. So that's pretty much the long-term look. We go back and look at some of these other. Hey, let's hide him. These other pairs and what's going on. Wow, why would that be in the 30? I should put that in the 15. Excuse me, folks. Still thinking, huh? Yeah. Ooh, a lot of winners here. Ooh, there's not some winners there. Get stomped out there. Alright, we don't care about this pair. This pair sucks lately. The pound and the 4 hour, the yen. Look at that. Let's go up here and do this. Boonk, boonk. And you can see, look where we started. R1, R1. Down below. We're going to get some movement here. This happens a lot now. Not necessarily on this pair, but on all pairs. And you can see my system's kind of freaking out because I wrote a part of it, and I'm a poor coder. So you can see as we traded into the European session, look what happened. We moved down below the pivot point, which happens a lot, and then it'll come up here and test it to see if we want to move back up, and then the sell begins. Kind of interesting. All right, well, that's it for today. Not a lot. We'll see what the week has in store. Where's that damn thing? Alright, there we go. And right now we're still bullish. We're going to hold above the pivot point, and at 9 o'clock, unless there's some serious news, or unless the market believes that someone is selling this down, which it could be. Look, tested this a few times. We'll see if 29. We'll see if this holds. See if three holds. I don't know. I won't be trading. I think, unless I see something, a serious move down or a signal. All right, later. Have a good day. Trade well.